All right, we got a video here today. And don't mind my wicked concentration face. I just got to get out of my driveway. So I'll have to show you a little bit of a clip of how I actually do this. It's a little bit messy, but not bad. If you do it perfect, you don't have any scrapes. And start to turn. Woo-wee, perfect. Perfecto. All right, today we have another video. We are going to give updates on what I want to do to all three cars in the off season. I feel like it's good to have goals. I used to go crazy and really hold myself accountable and be like, I gotta get these things done, and if I don't, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm not that way anymore, thankfully. I think the kids are just, they have me so busy with my wife and I chasing them around that I'm not that psychopath. So let's get ourselves out towards the shop. And while we're at the shop, we'll kind of talk my way through my plans for this car, my plans for the blue car. And then when we're at the shop, we'll talk through the plans for the silver car. And then we'll come back and finish it with my wife's car, the purple car that's here in the garage. So here we go, on to another today's video. And let's talk through some of my off-season plans. Try to keep the noise to a minimum here. I know it's not the quietest car. So my blue car, it's a 1995 Nissan S14. If you didn't know or new to the channel, this is an old Team Rowdy drift car from the Team Rowdy boys, you know, around Atlanta, Georgia, Coral Works, all that stuff. So my neighbor actually won this car in a raffle, and I purchased this car from him. I kind of knew the car's history and what it was about, and I got a thing for early 2000s drift car culture and stuff like that, and this one just kind of fit for me. So I had to sell a really cool hatch that I loved, that I was doing a small wheel build on, to purchase this car, because my wife wasn't having me having make that 5 fun cars at the time. I still have 4. But whatever. Anyways, S14 blue car, awesome car, SR20. It's always been super great. There's my neighbor. What up, bro? Always been super great. So the car was just super old school when I got it. Everything was old, SAFC, whatever, and I wanted to update it. I wanted to make a little bit more power, nothing crazy. So we did a turbo, and we did cams, we did jazz manifold, we did a HKS intake. We did all these things, my friends and I, to make the car better. I got an RS Enthalpy tune on it, and the car's just always been lean. So if I want to be picky, if I want to talk about it, and if I want to say what I would do in the off season to this car, a link plug and play would probably be what I want to do to this car. A link plug and play, a proper tune, so I can just drive it, beat it, and have fun. I street drive this car a ton. So we got a lot of friends in town that all drive. Handful of them drift and stuff too. So this is like my street car. I need it to be trustworthy. I need it to be reliable. So number one to this car, link ECU. If I want to be nitpicky and do a couple more things to the car, nitpicky wise, I'd love to repaint my side skirts. I'd love to repaint my bumper. I'd love to wet sand and buff out the entire car, and it would look really nice. If you watched the last video, VisionWorks, Mike and I did the roof, the trunk, and the Urus wing, and it just looks phenomenally better. So I would not mind doing that again, just to kind of jazz up and make this a little bit nicer of a street car. So the car's gorgeous, I'm not complaining. Besides that, coilovers, arms, everything that I want or would want for this car, suspension wise or anything like that, is already done and great. Togi Factory takes care of me for all those things. If you want anything suspension, drift, time attack, anything car related, you always got to reach out to Togi Factory first. That group out there just really cares about the scene, and that's who you want to take care of you. But all that aside, I would like to clean up the car some. Besides that, I'm very, very happy with this vehicle. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm thinking as well about having the Meisters that's on this car and having the Meisters that are on the silver car polished. If I was to polish all the wheels, you know, I'd rather be homeless than chromeless. If I was to polish all the wheels, I really feel like that would pull all this stuff together. But we are continuing the ride out to the shop. Link ECU, a little bit of paint work and cleanup and some polished wheels, I think would do it for me for this car. If I was to ever lose the trans in it, that's where it gets a little bit touchy, because I think I would also like to do a Nismo 6-speed, kind of keep it still Nissan that way. Probably not do a CD or whatever. I hear a lot of people complain about the gearing. But this is the first car of 3. This is what I want to do to the blue car. And I'll catch you guys once we get to the shop, and we can kind of talk about the silver car. The silver car needs the most love, and it needs the most money. Today's video is a requested video by Kai. Thank you so much for that. If you guys want to see something in the future, please let me know. Until then, comment, like, subscribe. It helps me keep doing what I'm doing. Let's get back to today's video. All right, guess what? Shop. We are at the shop, the place you guys are used to being. Why? Because we need to talk about car number 2. So this is actually the first S14 that I ever had. This is the one that kind of made me fall in love with S14's. So this car needs some love. In the off season, first things first, the motor. If you haven't seen it in one of the previous videos, I did drop a valve. The valve kissed the piston. Yikes. Kissed the piston. So cylinder 3 is the piston that got kissed. And yeah, what do? Fix it. So this motor has easily been together for probably 12 years. It is a built block. It was a stock head, and that's just kind of what stock heads do after 500 and some horsepower for 10 years of sitting on limiter. They eventually decide not to work anymore. So my homie Austin's gonna help out. He's going to help me get a new piston in there, and then we're gonna build the head. And this thing is gonna be rocking and roaring again and onto its glory days and doing everything that it always has. So, all that aside, what are we doing to this car? Yes, we got to build the motor. Yes, that's a big deal. I have been working on painting. So, I put the external gate dump back on the ground, as you can see, and I closed that hole off. And I need to paint the hood. I need to paint the doors. I need to paint the trunk, because I also have to fit this fat boy to it too, which is going to be super slick. But as you can tell, I have been painting panels. So, I got the bumpers done. I got the side skirts done. I got 2 fenders completed and 1 quarter. The 1 quarter is on the car. But I do have these things just flaked out, thick clear, already buttery smooth, and they haven't been buffed or touched. What I need to figure out is if I'm going to leave these black like everybody else does, or if I'm going to paint those yellow to actually match the livery that could possibly be going on this car. So I would love to run the livery after all the years. We've had that probably for 8 seasons or more, 9, 10, who knows? And I'd love to put that on this car for this next year and just do like a real true revival. So maybe that's what will happen. But as you can see, Meisters, I do like Meisters. I do like Meisters. I would love to get these polished. White is really cool. And this bronze color, this goldish bronze, something special or another, is really cool as well. But I don't know, man. Polished I feel like would be cooler. So what am I going to do to this car in the off season after saying this 3 times in a row? Fix the motor, finish painting all the panels, put the entire car together, and possibly throw a livery on it. That is what this car needs. That is what I got to do to get that bad boy on the road. I haven't been sparing a single minute. New quarters on. I literally cleaned up, bodied, and fixed every single spot except for where the riv nuts go into these quarters. I completely sealed off the cabin and the openings. That way all that stuff is done. I will respray all that as well. So that will be proper, and then it'll be really shiny, really pretty, really nice, and we'll thrash it again. So you can see the fresh, brand new, shiny panel here, and the old faded, wore out, scuffed panel. But that is the first S14 I had, and that is the car that needs the most love for sure. So that was the first car I ever got. The third car I ever got for S14s is the blue one that we were just in. So now we got to go to the second car I purchased, which is the purple S14, which I built for my wife. She drives it a lot. It is really fun. She enjoys it. But we got to talk a little bit about what we want to do to that car this off-season as well. The more cars you have, all it means is more work. Let's get ourselves back to the garage. All right, here we are. We are back in the garage. Reason being, for car number 3 of today's video. So this is the second car I purchased. This vehicle was purchased as literally a bare shell. It had no motor in it. It had all the stuff in boxes, and it was just a complete nightmare. I was able to, over a couple years, to be able to get this thing completely back together. It does have stock seats. It's got a Nardi wheel in it, some purple carpet, Garage Moon Power floor mats, and some basketballs and volleyballs for my kids. Like I said, my wife does drive this vehicle a lot. I did do a silver sparkle roof and a dark body to kind of flip-flop my silver car and what I was doing for that. But that is not why you're here. This is not a build video. We will do that eventually. Why you're here is to talk about off-season plans. My plan for this car, what I would love to do for my wife, is she would like to start sliding it a little bit. We do have an LSD rear end in it. I do have some kind of cut knuckles that I had in the past that are on the car. I'd love to switch this car to B-knuckle. It already has stance coilover, so I'd love to switch this car to B-knuckle. Besides that, I'd like to put a racing seat in it for her. That way she fits super comfortable, and then let her start messing around. It is a stock KA. After that, I have everything for a turbo kit except for a turbo and a manifold. So I literally have injectors, an ECU option, Z32 math. Everything we need for this to be a turbo car besides a turbo and manifold, I have. I did sell my previous S14 turbo and manifold. I could have kept it for this car, but I did do an S15 turbo on this car, and I love it on the blue car. So why not do the exact same thing on the purple car? So this is a super clean vehicle inside and out. It truly was 79,000 all original miles when I purchased it. So, I mean, it has more miles on it now, nothing crazy, but this is kind of like my wife's fun rig. She's always wanted a fun car as well. This ended up just working out. I was originally going to build this car as a street car for myself, but that's not how it turned out, and it ended up okay because I have my own street car now too. So that is the last car for this video. Those are the plans, literally just a seat, B-knuckle for sure, and then after that, I would love to turbo this car as well. I think it'd really wake it up and she'd enjoy it a lot more. So those are my 3 S14s. I do have another car. I am not ready to talk about that build yet. That will be coming sooner rather than later. 4 people in the house, we're gonna need 4 fun cars. That way we can all cruise together when they all have their licenses. So thank you so much for tuning in today's video. If you like what you see, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys all next week, Friday at 3 p.m. for the next video. Thanks, guys.